So tomorrow is Greg's daughter's 6th birthday, and
she's super into How to Train Your Dragon, and so she wants us to come as dragon hunters, like dressed up as dragon hunters from that movie.
That gives us like one night basically to figure out what to do.
Yeah, we usually can figure out something, but those costumes are pretty elaborate.
I actually have a Viking helmet, one Viking helmet. We need to make one for him. We need to come up with costumes and some armor for him.
All right, so this was our dollar store sparkly party hat. You can see we already, we're gonna make a Viking helmet out of this, hopefully. We cut the brim off. It's gonna be like one of those silver skull caps with the cool steel bands around it. This is what it looks like right now, though. Pretty cool, huh? It's gonna be cooler. Pretty sure.
Okay, and then we cut some EVA foam. Here's our first band that we put around, and we just taped it in place for now. Let me see. And we're gonna hot glue it into place.
Alright, we got our first band glued on around the rim. We're gonna try to, we're gonna have another one going front to back.
Should it be front to back?
I think we should be front to back continuous and then the side to side interrupted.
Okay. Band interrupted. Famous movie.
Yeah. I guess I could start by gluing it a little bit. I don't know. Does it work?
Yep.
We were trying to do this as fast as possible, so for the spike on top of the helmet, we had some thin craft foam lying around, and we just rolled it into a cone, trimmed the bottom, and stuck it on top. What Viking helmet is complete without a spike on the top? And it's gonna look something like that. Maybe I'll try to hold it off a little bit with the hot glue. I don't know. Then we have some thumbtack rivets. Oops, forgot one there. They don't quite go all the way through, so hopefully I won't get stuck. Once we hot glue them, they'll be fixed in place, so should be all right. All right, now we got these tiny little spikes we got from Joann Fabrics. Hot glue.
Yeah, since it's all stuff that's fake metal, when you use this and put it on the seams, when you paint it, it just ends up looking like welding. So it doesn't look like hot glue once it's painted.
Yeah, which is good for speed costuming.
Yeah. Now we're gonna start painting our black base coat. Even though the foam pieces are black and we don't need to paint them, we want to make sure to hit all the places that hot glue is showing.
can paint the foam really easily too, because it's nice and dense.
For most of the metallic paint, we used a regular household sponge.
And then for some, we use just like a regular nylon brush.
First, we're going to dry brush on the gold. Now we're going to use a regular kitchen sponge to sponge paint on the silver. We're only going to be putting the silver on the base part of the helmet, not the spiked bands. Usually this would be the touch-up phase, but since this is a speed job, this is it for the paint.
Alright, so for the shoulder pads, I kind of made this really super makeshift paper plate template, a pattern I guess, and I just kind of like, how did I do that on my own?
Like this.
Let me remember, yeah. And when you join the two ends, it sort of curves around and gives it a kind of a nice shoulder pad shape. And then, you know, a lot of those guys have,
So just like this.
yeah, just like that. It's sort of like it's almost like an egg shape with one small cut and then like one larger cut. That's kind of how I did it. It seems like it doesn't have to be super precise. The larger your cut, the more it's going to curve around your shoulder.
Then you wanted to put little spikes on top of it.
Yeah, so I was experimenting with different cone patterns, and what I came up with was a half circle actually. If you just join these together, it makes a nice sort of cone shape.
Yeah, so the shape is just like this, a half circle.
And if you want, you can do a quick mock-up and tape. Just go like this. Stick it on there, one end, and you can kind of just tape the ends together real tight. If you get super close to the top, that's how you can get a pointy top, but that's the basic idea. And so I figured shoulder shape, lots of spikes, would probably work out pretty good.
And for our material, we're using the EVA foam.
And then we sponged on silver, sort of a dry sponge to kind of build up the silver.
Well, we did it. We pulled it off.
Who knows, maybe we'll recycle this for Halloween too, I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
That's it.